Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening as per your time zone. I am Dipti from the team of GISA Council. I welcome you all to the webinar of SOC 2 Type 2 Controls Explained What Auditors Really Look For, conducted by GISA Council. It is not for profit organization committed to empowering individuals and organizations through specialized training and globally recognized certifications. Our mission is to strengthen the cybersecurity and IT governance ecosystem by building skilled professionals through programs such as SOC 2 Type 2 Auditing Program, PCI DSS, ISA, CISA, CSIM, CRISC Prep Trainings, ISO 27001, CISSP Prep Training, and many more. In just more than 3 years since our establishment, GISA Council has proudly trained over 5,000 plus professionals across 60 plus countries, including participants from 170 plus global enterprises with more than 30 Fortune 500 companies among them. Before we move ahead, we would like to share an exciting opportunity for you all. If you are looking to gain practical, hands on knowledge of SOC 2 Type 2 auditing, registrations are now open for our SOC 2 Type 2 auditing hands on practical training. It is basically 36 hours of live weekend batch starting from 9th of August, that is this weekend. Additionally, we will be giving the discount to those who attended this webinar. Also, I'll be sharing one Google form in the chat box. If you are interested, please fill that form to get connected. Now, we are delighted to introduce Mr. Sonu Verma, a seasoned trainer with 18 years of experience in auditing, consulting, and data integration. With extensive industry expertise, he is passionate about helping professionals build in demand skills, advance their careers, and drive impactful change within organizations. For all, please note that our team will be sharing the CP certificate form approximately 10 to 15 minutes before the session concludes. It is mandatory to complete and submit this form in order to receive your CPE certificate. Best wishes to all the participants. Sonu sir, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dipti. Welcome on the call team. My name is Sonu Verma. I'm the facilitator for the SOC 2 audit training delivery. This webinar has been kept for our upcoming training, which is starting from coming Sunday on SOC 2 audit, where the training will evolve around understanding the SOC 1, SOC 2, SOC 2 and SOC 3, understanding the SOC control list, the different types of controls that we audit during the SOC audit. Additionally, this session is not gonna be like a PPT reading. This session is starting from 9th of August. Will have complete practical experience auditing all the controls of asset management, business continuity, logical security, network security, auditing the vulnerability assessment and penetration testing report, doing the software development lifecycle audit, risk assessment, risk management, training security audit, recruitment audit, approximately 10 to 12 domain that is applicable in most of the IT companies. The session will start from Sunday. Timing is gonna be 5:30 to 9:30 for 4-hour session that will happen on weekend, Saturday, Sunday. I hope my PPT is visible to all of you, right? Can somebody please confirm that my PPT is visible to all of you?
Yes.
All right. In order to register for this course, you need to go to GISA Council website. Under the course and certification in the drop down, you gotta select SOC 2 Type 2 audit. The batch is starting from 9th August. You need to fill the form for the registration. Additional details, what we are going to cover is here domain wise, framework and audit foundation, audit planning, evidence and evaluation, and control testing, risk assessment and reporting. So we are going to prepare the report, writing the SOC 2 report. This is going to be for 36-hour session. Timing is going to be 5:30, 9:30 every Saturday, Sunday. What you are going to receive, you will be receiving the SOC 2 Type 2 mastery, end-to-end SOC 2 auditing skills, practical exposure with dummy data, in-depth coverage of all critical topics, and that we will use to audit the 5 trust criteria of SOC 2, scenario-based assessment. There will be question papers as well. And then you will be getting the CP certificate after this completion of the course. The charges for this course is going to be 17,700 rupees for Indian participants. For international participants, it's going to be $250. In order to register, please click here, and then you will be called by our support team, and they will help you in order to get the registration done. All right, any question before I start the session, team? Any session? Any question? Okay. I assume no session. Somebody has. Yes, Darshan, please go ahead and ask the question.
I just wanted to ask that how is this relevant for a person who is not from SOC background or risk assessment background, basically. So I am from network and security background, but I
Mhm.
don't have any exposure or any experience, like real life experience of risk auditing and risk assessment or risk management.
So, may I ask you what exactly you do in the network?
Like I am into like firewall governance, firewall proxies, and so basic infra governance part.
Okay. So, if you are not from the audit background, the session I'm the trainer, and my way of teaching is from the layman language to the technical language. If you're not from the audit background, still this 36 hours of practical session will make you as an auditor. All I need to make you an auditor is to attend the 36 hours of the session without failing to attend even a single session. And please use your laptop because some of the people use cell phone to log into the calls, and then they miss the opportunity to learn the practical aspects and answer asking the question at the real time. So even if you're not an auditor, I will help you out to understand each topic for all the 9, 10 domains that we will use to audit, from the layman language to the technical language. And of course, my session is exhaustive. So what I do, I give the session on the second day, I always give the doubt session before I start the next day session. So there will be a complete synchronization of one topic to the second topic. And I make you sure that you will have maximum of it and you can become an auditor. Have I answered your question?
Uh, yes, yes. So no, yeah. If possible, we'll connect after this call or maybe in any time in weekday. Yeah.
Sure. Yes, Balaji.
Yeah, thank you for your session, sir. And I mean, what is the approach of your training? Mean is it practical oriented or only mean are you share any end-to-end implementation
Not the implementation, it is gonna be an audit part. Implementation is different thing, audit is a different thing. So this is gonna be a practical aspects of auditing, okay, of the controls, SOC controls. And yes, we will be using the data, what evidence you are required to do the audit, and so on. So you will be
Okay.
having the real time experience of auditing.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
Venkatesh, you're ready, Venkatar.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Good evening. Good evening,
good,
sir.
good evening.
Sir, actually, I completed AASA with GSA.
I saw. Okay, was you from in my batch?
Yeah, yeah, from your batch. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now what's the difference between SOC 2 and AASA? Is it something different you are going to cover, or what
Yes,
is
SOC
going?
ISA audit was based on the ISO 27001, where we have been auditing all the controls, and side by side, what we have been doing, we have been doing the risk assessment, risk management, risk closure, SLA defining the SLAs, etc. However, in SOC audit, we will not conduct the risk assessment and risk management. We will audit and fill the control sheet, and we will write the SOC 2 audit report. It is not like an ISO. ISO report is different. In ISO, we audit the CIA on the basis of CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability, where SOC 2 will have two additional things, that is secure processing and privacy. So it is going to work on the five trust criteria of SSAA 18 or SOC 2. Yes. This is going to be a little different, Venkatar, Raman. Auditing mechanism remains same, like that you have learned in the ISA, but it is going to differ from the reporting point of view and writing the reports. Like if I pull the report, okay, give me a moment, guys. Let me show you what exactly we have learned. One second, please. Let me pull the ISA control sheet. One more. I'm just pulling this ISA control sheet, and then you will understand. Okay, one second. So ISA control sheet that we have used to audit, where we have not just we had domain department, we know how to take out the controls. We have audited on the basis of test of design, test of effectiveness, auditor's remarks. Okay, this is not the report. Actually, report is this one. Sorry. I batch. So here, like we have been auditing domain, department, controls, test of design, test of effectiveness. We wrote auditor's remarks, compliance status. Then we get into the risk part, writing the risk description, risk categorization, risk SLA, a risk closure date. So we have included the risk assessment and risk management also. Then we have conducted the management review part, the SLA violation calculation, and then we got to know how to prepare the risk register in ISA class. And then we got to know how to prepare the dashboards of ISA batch. However, if you want to see the SOC audit report, let me show you. So the control sheet format of SOC is just this one: domain, client name, test of control, and test of results. We don't do the risk assessment, risk management for that. Okay. We audit the domain, let's say for asset management. We are testing the controls. Instead of writing the compliant or non-compliant, we write no exceptions noted or exceptions noted with the samples, samples and the evidence that what we have audited and what is the finding. Same goes for business continuity, physical security, vendor management, network security, etc. Okay. And then we create a normal pivot table, and then we see how to write the report. Comes here. So I will teach you how to write the SOC audit report, how you are going to write down the assertions, independent service auditors report, description of criteria and organizations. I will teach you how to go for the SOC narratives. So ISO report is just a small set, but where writing the SOC report is a little difficult. But I will teach you this part. And from here, we are going to start auditing the SOC controls. On the basis of flight trust criteria. And so on. This way, we are going to audit the entire almost 100 controls of SOC. And then I will help you out to write the report. So this is going to be a practical session, team. Yes, please. Any question?
Sir, these controls in ISO we have 27001 standard. So these 100 plus controls that you have mentioned, is there any other standard, sir?
So normally there are multiple ways to audit an organization. Okay, like for ISO has different report, SOC 2 have different framework. Okay, the 5 trust criteria, if I show you in my slide, I have kept it especially for you guys. Okay, so the 5 trust criteria, we use this trust criteria to audit security, availability, processing integrity, confidentiality, and privacy. And the SOC 2 framework, we use AICPA trust service criteria. We call it TSC. Standard use is SSAE 18. And the audit is performed always by the CPA firm. As an auditor, once you go for this training, you can go ahead and apply for your job in big 4 companies or who are licensed CPA, conduct the SOC audit, and yes, you can become the SOC auditor. If you're not working in an organization which is CPA, licensed CPA firm, but your organization is going through an audit by the CPA firms, you will be working as an internal auditor, and you will be helping the organization in order to keep the organization up and running and prepared to be audited by the CPA firm auditor on the basis of SOC 2 framework. So what happens? That is how you're going to learn in this upcoming class. Any more question before I start? Yes,
Sir, yes,
you're raising. Go ahead, Rehan.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. A simple
Go
question,
on,
sir.
Rehan. Go on.
Even I'm not from the audit background, sir. But I understand couple of the terminologies, wherein you call ITGC, IT general controls and IT application controls.
Mhm.
How this SOC controls are different
Mhm.
from those controls?
So there are different things, like I just said, that in ISO 27001, okay, we have fixed control. Okay, we always audit 93 controls. Okay, in the SOC standard. Sorry, ISO standard, ISO 27001. Where in SOC audit, there is no fixed controls. Okay, we use the mix of, to be honest, other this PSC framework is a mix of OSO framework and ISO framework, ISO standard. So we take out the controls on the basis of the organizational policies, organization's requirement, organizational business structure, and the business complexity. So we take out the controls from the policies and then we go ahead and audit those controls where the organization is saying that I have deployed the controls. For example, okay, let me show you one moment. So that you guys will understand. Okay. So this is a dummy policy. Okay. This has been used to prepare. So like in all the organization, okay, we have the access management policy where people get the IDs under the new hire. When you join the organization as a new hire, your trainer raises the request through the Jira or whatever the ticketing tool your organization is using. They fill the form where trainer supervisor approves the request to generate the ID. When you work in the organization and after, let's say, 2 years, 1 year down the line, you become SME and you get promoted where you need access to the tool with the supervisory access or SME level access, let's say read and write. Earlier, as a new hire, you had just read access. Now you have read and write access. So what we are doing, we are elevating your access on the basis of the privilege. Okay, so let's say privileged access. Here you had been getting the new hire access on the basis of role-based access. Sometime you get promoted and you become the part of the finance team where you have the right to approve the budget. But yes, what happens? ISO says, okay, we will go ahead and provide you the access on the basis of role-based access control. But the access control system in FSAE 18 or SOC 2, it says we cannot go ahead and provide the access to anyone without considering whether the person is eligible for those level of access or not. Even the person's role says the person can approve the bill. So that what we do, we audit or we deploy a new mechanism, not the new mechanism, but the sanitized mechanism that says discretionary based access, DB. Okay, discretionary based access control, DBAC, or instead of RBAC and MAC, which is a mandatory access controls, or sometime role based access controls, sometimes least access controls. So this discretionary based access control, what they do, they allow you to approve the bills, let's say of 50,000, okay, whether it's a US dollar or Indian rupees. Once you get matured in the organization, you prove that yes, you will not do anything incorrectly. Okay, that's fine. After working for 6-7 months, your access gets a little bit evaluated, your work gets evaluated, and you get extra controls where you can go ahead and approve the bills, let's say 2 lakhs or $30 million. So that is where the SOC is what doing. It is not just the audit of the process like ISO do. It is the mix of the test of design, test of effectiveness, and role-based access. The framework-based access, framework-based audit. It also defines that how we need to do the audit. If somebody has conducted and gone through the new hire, the person's IDs has been modified. Okay, once it is coming as a like a ID modification request, like in ID management, we have three parts: new hire IDs, ID modification when the person become promoted, become SME by getting the promotion. Once the person retires from the organization, we go ahead and deactivate the ID. So this is called ID deactivation. So three phases: new hire, ID modification, ID deactivation. These three parts is known as ID life cycle into the access management protocol. So what we do, we follow the auditing of these things. But in SOC audit, we go ahead 1 mile extra, and we ask the organization, other than this, if somebody is inside the organization, who is monitoring their access? Okay, what they are doing. So what we are doing, we are adding a new audit. We audit extra miles. We say, okay, organization needs to conduct the user access review in every 6 months and present the report with the access level to the team, irrespective of person is promoted or person is leaving the organization. If the person have left the organization, there are chances ID team has not deactivated the ID. So who is monitoring that? Okay, so what they do, we deploy a new controls, says, okay, no, irrespective of ID creation, ID deactivation, ID modification, the entire ID database is going to be audited in every 6 months or every 3 months, depends what the the company's requirement is as per the policy. In this policy, company is saying that we will audit in every 6 months. So if you're going to do the SOC audit, what we need to do, in the ISO audit, what do? We send an email to HR or to recruiters, please provide me a list of new hires for the audit period, let's say for 1 year, January 25 to January 26. Recruitment team is saying that, okay, 200 people have joined as a new hire. So what we do the sampling of those 200 people. Let's say we need to audit 10 people. We take out the name of the 10 people. We ask the IT team to provide the tickets. Jira ticket have been logged because your policy is saying that trainer will raise a request through the ticket in this ID request form, and their ticket has to be approved. So IT team is going to pull out those 10 tickets, will give you whether the 10 tickets are available or not. Okay, if they say, okay, 10 available, okay, and that approve, this should be in the ID request form. I will say, okay, show me the 10 ID request form has been filled up. Then I will say that when this IT team, what is the functionality of the IT team? IT team will not process the request until it is documented in ticket and same is approved. So we need to take out these controls. Organization is saying that this is our process. ISO is saying that we need to audit the ID activation, deactivation, and ID modification. 3 controls. Other controls we are taking out from the organization policy. We will say, okay, show me these tickets are approved. Show me that the IDs are created within 2 business days. That is the SLA. we will be auditing the IT team's SLA, whether the ID has been activated, created within 2 days or not. In case of ID deactivation, we will ask the team, show me how many people have left the organization. We will see the last working day, and we will see the ticket is generated, and we will say, okay, show me the ID deactivation screenshot stating that this is deactivated within 1 business day from the date of leaving. So what we are doing here in ISO, we are auditing these 3 parts, but here it is gonna be the SOC audit is gonna be in-depth audit of not just the process, but process flow and the policies. And that is why the SOC audit takes much longer than the ISO audit. Understood this part?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please ask the question if you have anything. Any more question, team?
Sir, I have one question.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, sir, how do we know the organization has taken the right controls or not while we are going to auditing? Na? So, is it our responsibility to say you have not taken? That means some controls are missed out during
So,
auditing.
for example, give me an example, please.
Sir, for example, the example you told, na idea. So,
Mhm,
ID provisioning, deprovisioning, we are doing, sir.
mhm,
Correct.
mhm,
So in that process, assume that they have not taken the control of deprovisioning. Okay,
mhm, mhm,
and because of their no lack of knowledge or maybe competency, whatever may be.
mhm,
So now we are going for SOC audits.
mhm,
That time we are identifying that one control should have been there as per the policy documents.
mhm.
So that time, is it our responsibility to tell them this control is missed out or
As an internal auditor, yes. As an external auditor, we can just suggest, we cannot give the recommendation. Okay, there is a difference between suggestion and recommendation. Recommendation you will do when you're doing the gap assessment in the process. If you have been hired as a consultant to conduct the gap assessment in the policy and process, you will go ahead and help the organization to deploy the part. Okay, that these things are missing. As an auditor, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to just write the recommendation that you should be using that, because the audit protocol says auditee, the company to whom you're auditing, they are not bound to follow your suggestion. But if you're doing that consulting, that you are making an organization ready to be audited on the basis of ISO framework, SOC 2, NIST CSF 2.0, COSO audit, SOX audit, any audit. You're working as a consultant, they need to agree to you, because if they do not agree to you, it will be a failure of the audit, because the auditor will find this non-compliance part. So once the audit fails, organization always pay a huge amount. As per my knowledge, in India, if you hire a CPA approved firm to do the audit of SOC 2, the company pays somewhere around minimum of 20 to 30 lakhs rupees. In the United States, it is more than that. It's a double of it. So no organization would like to fail the audit. So what is the process? If I'm asking the auditor to come and audit, they will hire a consultant or internal auditor who is trained on ISO or SOC. They will run a gap assessment. First, they will close the gap before they call the auditor, because they don't want to be failed, right? And after this training is going to help you out. This training is going to help you out to assist your organization as an internal auditor. If you want to work as a freelancer, to run as work as a consultant to make the organization ready for SOC 2 audit, yes, this training is going to help you out. Got this? Now, what we need to do? Have I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what we need to do? All you need to do in order to understand and learn this entire session, please go to GISA Council website, go under the certification and courses, select SOC 2. You can call on these numbers directly as well, or fill the form. Click on register and fill the form. Our support team will call you up to get you registered. Okay?
Yes.
Any more question, Venkat, Darshan?
So, sir, you are making us ready as an internal auditor and also as an external auditor, right, sir?
That is correct. This
Okay.
training will make you internal auditor, external auditor, both.
Okay, great, sir. And sir, how many hours, sir? Like 4 hours, what we had in ASA, it will be similar to that, or
So 4 hours every Saturday, 4 hours every Sunday. So every week on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, it is going to be 8 hours, and that will last for approximately 4 hours one day. Okay, so approximately 36 hours. It is a 9 days class.
9 days, right? 9 days.
Yes.
Okay, same. Great, sir. Thank you. When we are starting, sir?
Coming Sunday, Venkat.
Coming.
Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
And those people who have joined this webinar, please fill the form that team is asking on the chat. Okay. To receive the CPE certificate of this webinar. Once again, this class is going to start from 9th August. And this PPT is a trainer's PPT, not to be shared. Okay. The materials that we will use for the training will be shared. This PPT is the trainer's PPT, Balaji. The fee is 17,700 for Indian participants. Okay, any more question, team?
CP form I will be sharing later. As of now, I have shared this interest form. CP form I will be sharing at 9:15.
Please share it now.
Okay.
Share it. Regarding the fee, people are asking 17,000 includes, so 17,500. Raghav, is it including the GST that we are talking about? Is the total fee person needs to pay 17,700? This one, is it including GST?
I think yes.
Okay, it is yes.
Yes. It is including.
It is including. GST is included in that. Yes, Deepak, there is an exam after the training. Okay. In fact, it is not just after the training. It is gonna be, the training is gonna be with, we'll have at least 3-4 tests. Okay. So that before you appear for the final test to pass the exam on SOC 2 audit certification, yes, there will be 3-4 small examination that I take during the class that help you out to write the final test without hesitating. Any more question, team?
To claim 1 hour CP, please fill up this form. I have shared another form for CP.
Sonu sir,
Mm-hmm.
one small thing like uh, with this training, you know, the AISA training was very good, sir. It gave me like after the training, it's like uh, I felt like 1+ years of experience, knowledge that I received actually.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay. So hope SOC 2 also will be because you are taking the session.
Mm-hmm.
So I am expecting the same lines actually.
Yes, it is going to be more in depth, Venkat. Okay. For example, we will be not just auditing the access control, we will be auditing how to ensure that they are IT team is giving you the right number of tickets that have been logged for the Jira. The HR team is giving you the right number of people who have joined. It may be possible that the HR will simply say, okay, 200 people have joined. But how I will ensure that HR is not lying? So we will be asking them to showcase the filter. Okay, let's show me the filter that you have deployed while downloading this system, this report from HRM system. So the secure this audit on the 5 trust criteria will be more in depth than the ISA training.
Right, sir. Because after ISA, we are able to perform well in our audits,
Yes.
sir. Actually,
Yeah,
so
thank you. I hope that it is helping you
yeah,
in your organization.
more than that, yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, those
Because
people who have joined my ISA batch, okay, they know that how I teach. Okay, this person Venkat has been from my ISA batch, okay, and you can ask him as well, okay, and you can see my YouTube videos on the other webinars on the different controls, and then you will get to know that the method of teaching that I own and the way I deliver the training. There are people who have come from the different background. They were stammering that, sir, I don't know whether I will be able to become the auditor or not. I don't know anything about the audit. So my way of teaching was that it is from the very layman language. Then we went into the mid segment language. And then at the end, the core technical language. So it is helping the people from any background, those people who are coming. Yes, please go ahead and join our software audit batch. And I will make sure that you become the auditor. And one additional thing during the session, okay, I keep half an hour session how to crack the interviews as well. Okay, so in case the people are facing the challenge to change the companies, okay, I ensure that they will be able to crack the interview as well. Before becoming the trainer, I have been the recruiter for more than 5 years. So I know how to, what kind of question they will ask and how to answer on the basis of the practical experience and the practical training that you're going to own in this software audit, and you will be able to crack the interviews. Balaji, you just need to type down GISA webinar in the YouTube, and you will get to know. There are many YouTube webinars there. Is there any more question, team? Any more question?
no question, sir.
All right. If there is no question, that was a wrap from my side. Okay, please fill the form to receive your CP certificate. Okay, Raghav has already put the link to fill the form. And please do register for this course. We will meet you in the practical training of the SOC. Thank you
Yes,
very much. Take care.
We'll see you on Sunday, sir.
Yeah. Bye.